Welcome everyone to today's video, where we'll be showcasing the transformation journeys of our patients. So, let's begin with the journey of our first 3 patients and see how their hair transplant results transformed their appearance and confidence. Are you also struggling with advanced stage baldness and wondering what the actual difference is between diffuse hair loss and the Norwood scale? Are you unsure whether your donor area is sufficient for a hair transplant at this stage? If it is, then how many grafts would be needed? And will the results still look natural? In this video, we will address all these questions through a comparison of 3 patients with different baldness grades. Each patient belongs to a different age group, achieved results in different timelines, and required a different number of grafts. The purpose of this video is to provide clarity for those seeking answers about hair loss and transplants using real cases and scientifically backed information. So stay with us through the video and subscribe to the channel for more such informative content. Meet Mr. Abhinav Kumar Kotari, who was facing Norwood grade 6 baldness at the age of 33. Now meet Mr. Abhinav Tomar, who at the age of 39 was also dealing with the same stage of baldness. And finally meet Mr. Abhinav Varshwal, a 30-year-old patient who is younger than the other 2 but was facing diffuse pattern grade 6 baldness. Let us now look at the condition of all 3 patients before the transplant. This will help you relate to your own stage of baldness and understand the unique patterns and progressions of hair loss. First, meet with Mr. Abhinav Kotari, a 33-year-old patient who was facing the challenges of Norwood grade 6 advanced stage of baldness. His hairline had completely receded and there was advanced baldness across the frontal, mid-scalp and crown regions. Only his both sides have healthy hair. However, he had a healthy and strong donor area, including his beard, which had viable hair follicles. This made him a good candidate for a successful transplant and helped ensure natural and long-lasting results. Now, let us talk about our second patient, Mr. Abhinav Tomar, a 39-year-old patient. When he arrived at the clinic, his hairline had fully receded. Also, the frontal, mid-scalp, and crown areas were entirely bald. His baldness had reached an advanced stage. After analyzing his scalp, our experts closely examined his donor area, which turned out to be healthy and suitable for transplantation. This played a major role in achieving natural-looking and durable results. It is important to understand that successful transplants are not based only on the bald area, but also depend on the quality and strength of the donor follicles. These follicles determine whether the result will be long-lasting and whether the transplant is even possible. This case once again proved that with the right patient selection and expert planning, a strong transformation can be achieved, as you will see further in this video. Now, coming to our third patient, Mr. Abhinav Varshwal, who is 30 years old. Compared to the first 2 patients, his scalp condition was visually quite different. He was facing advanced diffuse pattern grade 6 baldness. This stage of hair loss had caused his hairline to disappear completely, forming a visible M shape, but there was severe thinning across his frontal, mid-scalp and crown areas, with only fine miniature follicles remaining. These weakened follicles were treated through targeted medication and PRP therapy. Fortunately, his donor area was strong and provided the healthy grafts needed for a successful hair transplant. As we have now understood in detail, although all 3 patients had grade 6 baldness, their hair loss patterns and scalp conditions were very different. Some had more visible sparseness in the frontal region, while others had significant loss in the mid-scalp and crown areas. The donor density also varied. Some had extremely strong donor areas, while others had moderate strength. But in each of these cases, the donor zones were good enough for a successful procedure. So, our patient made a strong decision while battling this this perilous stage of baldness. Now let's take a look at the first step of his surgery, which is also the most important factor in hairline designing. What is the difference between diffuse pattern baldness and Norwood pattern baldness, and why is it important to know? Diffuse pattern baldness causes overall thinning across the entire scalp. Hair looks less dense everywhere, but there are no clear bald patches. Norwood pattern baldness follows a fixed pattern. It starts with a receding hairline, then hair loss at the crown and temples. It is important to know the difference because the treatment and transplant planning are different. In diffuse cases, the donor area may also be weak, so extra care is needed. A correct diagnosis helps in choosing the right treatment and achieving natural results. Let's explore the crucial steps that our experts followed during each patient's hair transplant journey, steps that played a key role in delivering a natural, long-lasting transformation. 1. Hairline designing. 2. Slits creation. 3. Graft implantation. So friends, if you are feeling stuck in the confusion of diffuse baldness or Norwood classification and it feels like a steep climb affecting your appearance and confidence, then do not take your condition lightly. Remember, better and longer lasting results are only possible with early planning. So do not wait. Only book your consultation today and take the first step towards your transformation journey. Now, let's come to the most important step, which provides a complete roadmap for the transplant surgery, which is hairline designing. All 3 patients underwent personalized hairline designing based on their unique baldness patterns and facial aesthetics. Mr. Abhinav Kumar Kothari had a pronounced M-shaped recession. His native hairs in the frontal tuft were preserved and marked with a circle to enhance natural density, while the half mid-scalp area was cross-marked for balanced coverage. His hairline was custom designed with a slightly lower midpoint, precisely measured from the glabella, and like Mr. Tomar, his plan also included crown coverage for a complete transformation. Mr. Abhinav Tomar presented with high scalp-to-hair contrast, and his trichoscopy revealed a healthy donor area. Using the laser hairline designer tool, his hairline was mapped with high accuracy, maintaining symmetry and appropriate glabella distance. His restoration covered not only the frontal and mid-scalp areas, but also included full crown coverage for a denser appearance. On the other hand, Mr. Abhinav Vashwal's case focused more on achieving uniform density across the frontal and mid-scalp zones. After detailed trichoscopy, trim, and head wash, a personalized hairline was designed slightly lower in the center, based on glabella distance and facial proportions. While Mr. Vashwal's transplant concentrated on the frontal to mid-scalp area, both Mr. Tomar and Mr. Kothari had extended coverage, including the crown. Despite their varying hair loss patterns and scalp conditions, each patient benefited from the same principle: precise planning, facial shape, and the right techniques designed to achieve long-lasting, natural-looking results. During the procedure, our experts followed a zone-specific implantation approach to ensure natural and aesthetic results. Single and thin hair follicles were implanted in the hairline zone to create a soft and realistic frame, while double and triple hair follicles were used in the frontal and mid-scalp areas to achieve high-density coverage. In the crown region, follicles were implanted at varying angles to replicate a natural swirl pattern. For patient Abhinav Kumar Kothari, a total of 6,000 grafts were implanted covering the hairline, mid-scalp, and crown. Patient Abhinav Tomar received 5,000 grafts covering the hairline, mid-scalp, and complete crown area. Patient Abhinav Varshwal also had 5,000 grafts implanted, primarily focusing on the hairline and extended mid-scalp for enhanced frontal density. In all three cases, grafts were carefully extracted from safe donor zones, including both scalp and beard areas, to ensure sustainability and long-lasting results. Now, let's take a look at first-month PRP follow-up, shedding phase observation. While opting for PRP treatment, post-transplant, selecting the right clinic plays a crucial role in your hair restoration journey. Here's what you should look for: the doctor's expertise and years of experience, authentic patient reviews and success stories, clinics that offer comprehensive consultations tailored to your specific hair and scalp condition. The success of PRP treatment depends on multiple factors, such as the expertise of the treating doctor, the condition of the scalp, and the patient's overall health. On average, PRP therapy has shown a 70 to 80% success rate, especially when used alongside hair transplant procedures. It has proven to be an effective treatment in enhancing graft survival and promoting early growth. Now, let's take a closer look at the first PRP follow-up sessions of 3 patients 1 month after their hair transplant procedures. Mr. Abhinay Kotari, first month PRP follow-up. When Mr. Abhinay Kotari visited the clinic for his first PRP session post-transplant, our experts observed approximately 50% shedding in the transplanted area. This shedding is a completely normal and expected part of the healing process, which is known as the shedding phase, where transplanted hairs fall out temporarily and roots settle down before new growth begins. Mr. Abhinav Tamar's first month PRP follow-up. During Mr. Abhinav Tamar's PRP follow-up, around 30% shedding was observed in the transplanted region. In comparison to Mr. Kotari, the shedding appeared slightly higher. However, both native and transplanted hairs exhibited similar patterns of shedding and early regrowth, indicating a healthy post-op progression. Mr. Abhinav Varshwal, first month PRP follow-up. For Mr. Abhinav Varshwal, around 30% shedding was noticed in the transplanted zone during his follow-up session. Despite the shedding, an encouraging observation was that all 3 patients' donor areas had healed completely with no visible scarring or trauma. This is a testament to the precision and minimally invasive nature of the QHT, quick hair transplant technique. Shedding after transplant is a sign that the hair follicles are entering a new growth cycle, which is not a cause for concern. With expert-led PRP and proper post-care, your journey to natural, dense hair continues to move forward positively. Mr. Abhinay Kotari, 4-month PRP follow-up. If we compare Mr. Abhinay Kotari's scalp condition with his first month follow-up, there's a noticeable improvement. The shedding phase is now over and the transplanted follicles have started to enter the growth phase. Although density is still developing, his scalp is showing early signs of progress, and in the coming months, we can expect a visible transformation. Mr. Abhinav Tomar, 5-month PRP follow-up. Moving on to Mr. Abhinav Tomar, now at the 5-month mark. If we compare his scalp to the first month session, a clear difference is visible. As we often say, hair growth timelines can vary from person to person. Some patients show early results, while others may take more time, and both are completely normal within the transplant journey. Mr. Abhinav Vashwal, 6-month PRP follow-up. Now let's take a look at Mr. Abhinav Vashwal's 6-month update. Back in the first month, he was going through the shedding phase, but now his scalp shows visible signs of new hair growth. Although the growth is gradual, this is expected at this stage. It's important to understand that comparing patient progress at this point isn't accurate, as scientifically, full results are typically seen between 10 to 12 months post-transplant. Each patient's journey is unique, and while timelines may differ, the consistent application of PRP and expert aftercare helps ensure sustainable and natural-looking results. Now, it's time to show you the final results of all 3 patients. When we compare their current look with their initial bald condition, the transformation is clearly visible. Each of their scalps is now full of healthy, voluminous hair, and if we show you their before photos alongside, you'll find it nearly impossible to differentiate between their native and transplanted hair. That's how natural the results are. Abhinav Kumar Kotari achieved his final results in 12 months. Abhinav Tomar witnessed an exceptional transformation in just 20 months. Abhinav Vashwal reached his results in 10 months. At this stage, each of them now enjoys the freedom to experiment with different hairstyles, gaining not just hair, but renewed self-confidence. To our viewers and patients who panic or start comparing their progress with others, we'd like to say every patient's journey is different, and hair transplant results scientifically take 10 to 12 months to fully mature. Patience and trust in the process are key to seeing the best, most natural looking outcomes. Why do transplanted hairs fall out after a few weeks? Which is known as the shedding phase, and it is a completely natural part of the hair transplant journey. In this stage, the hair shafts that were implanted begin to shed, but the roots remain safely embedded under the scalp. This process actually makes way for new, healthier, and stronger hair to grow in the following months. It is a sign that your follicles are adjusting to their new location and preparing for long-term growth. So rather than worrying, it should be seen as a positive step toward your final transformation. When will I start seeing real growth after a hair transplant? Most patients begin to notice the first signs of new hair growth around the 3rd to 4th month as tiny soft strands start emerging from the scalp. From the 6th month onwards, visible density and coverage improve significantly, and the hair begins to gain thickness and texture. The final refined results with a mature, natural-looking hairline are usually seen between 10 to 12 months. Patience is the key during this journey because every month brings visible changes and steady progress towards the complete transformation. Can I expect results similar to others who've had a hair transplant? Results naturally vary from person to person depending on factors such as hair quality, donor area, strength, scalp condition, and how well post-care is followed. However, with expert planning, precise execution, and a personalized approach, most patients experience a noticeable improvement in density, hairline design, and overall appearance. While your journey will be unique, the goal is always the same: to achieve natural-looking results that enhance your look and provide a lasting transformation that boosts your confidence for years to come. If you have been inspired by the transformation journeys of our patients, don't wait. Book a consultation with our experts today. You've just seen the transformation journeys of our first 3 patients. Now let's move on to the next patient and take a look at their hair transplant journey.
Hello viewers, today we will share the 11-month hair transplant transformation of our 25-year-old patient who was facing the challenges of Norwood 4A baldness. This had completely taken away his facial frame as his hairline and temples had vanished and the frontal area along with half of the mid-scalp had become sparse. His crown region, however, remained naturally healthy, displaying a perfect swirl. Additionally, the donor area had strong and healthy hair follicles. He took a step towards his transformation at an age when one needs confidence and yearns for good looks. Our experts crafted a custom-shaped hairline according to the patient's facial features, keeping the hairline slightly lower in the middle and at the precise distance of 7.1 cm from the glabella point. The temples were also carefully outlined to frame the patient's facial contours, restoring balance and symmetry to his appearance. In addition, the remaining affected areas were mapped out to ensure full coverage. This personalized approach aimed to deliver a natural and youthful look while considering the unique shape and structure of the patient's face. During the procedure, our experts implanted single and thin hair follicles in the hairline zone and temples to achieve a soft, natural look and provide optimal density. In the frontal area and mid-scalp, double and triple hair follicles were carefully implanted to create a fuller, more voluminous appearance. This strategic distribution of grafts ensured a seamless blend between the different areas of the scalp. In total, 3,600 grafts were implanted, all extracted from the patient's safe and dense donor zone. One month post-transplant, when our patient visited the clinic for his follow-up PRP session, our experts noticed 60% shedding in the transplanted area, which is completely normal and can be concluded in 3 to 4 months. In this period, his donor area also healed completely, leaving no sign of the procedure. Two months post-transplant, when the patient visited the clinic for his next follow-up PRP session, our experts observed that the shedding phase had come to an end. This marked an important transition as the follicles were about to enter the growth phase, with visible growth expected in the coming months. The donor area had gained growth, making it completely undetectable. Seven months post-transplant, the progress was amazing. His hairline began to take shape and perfectly framed his facial features, enhancing his overall appearance. The frontal area and mid-scalp have gained voluminous growth with the seamless integration of transplanted and native hairs. This progress is promising and expected to be further enhanced in the coming months. In just 6 months, his appearance was altered and his youthful, energetic look was back once again. 11 months post-transplant, the growth continued to mature and made the results astonishing. The patient's hairline and temples were fully defined, beautifully framing his facial features. The frontal area and mid-scalp had gained significant density and a voluminous appearance, showcasing a seamless blend of transplanted and native hairs. His entire scalp was now filled with lush, vibrant growth, allowing him to style his hair according to his own preference. In these 11 months, the patient underwent an amazing transformation, looking youthful and energetic once again, a striking contrast to his initial condition when he first approached us. This journey has not only revitalized his appearance but also restored his confidence.
Hello friends, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get update on every video.